isn't me introducing that leads the Portage County Tea Party, but also a coalition of groups, conservative groups across the state of Ohio, Mr. Tom Zawistowski.
I'm happy to be here today to represent, the liberty groups and Tea Party groups around the state of Ohio, who, I know, Chris cited the statistics of how popular photo voter ID is among Democrats and Republicans, and I think the highest was 91% Republicans. I think I can assure you that the favorability of photo voter ID among liberty group members is 100%. And they are committed to this. They're committed to getting this passed. This is something, as John Becker said, is a no-brainer. This is something that has to happen. Our concern is always the citizens, the liberty groups. We care about the everyday common man, the citizen. And so, why is this important to the common man? Well, if you are one of the 5 to 7 million people who vote in Ohio during either a presidential or off-year election, you're casting your vote by doing the right things. You're registered, you're a legal citizen, you show your ID in Portage County. We have to show an ID now, and there's no problem with that. But you're casting that vote believing that the system is there to protect your vote. The problem, as we see it, is that when someone takes a water bill with a name on it, or a utility bill with a name on it, as the current law says they can, and goes to vote, and they're not that person because they don't have to show a photo voter ID or a government ID, and they vote opposite of you, then all those millions of citizens, one of their votes gets lost for each of those. And as you've seen in the news reports from Secretary of State Houston's office, the voter fraud is on the rise. In Franklin County, where we're having this press conference, we went from 9 prosecutions the previous election to 92. Okay, and we know from our own accounts of people working in the polls that we're just touching the tip of the iceberg. And so it's all about defending the citizens, the common person who trusts the system and votes and expects their vote to count and doesn't expect someone from out of state or a college student or someone who's got motives that we can't even understand who then goes and votes and negates your vote. That's what this is about, is protecting those citizens. And so we're happy to do that. And as Chris said, as Jack said, you've got great experience up here. I see many of you in the audience who helped with the Ohio Healthcare Amendment. That was 550,000 signatures that we collected to get that on the ballot in 2011. And people said, we could not do that. We didn't know that. We just kept trying and we did it. And it went on the ballot, and it won, and not only did it win the majority in Ohio, it won the majority in all 88 counties of Ohio. That's unprecedented. And this issue is the same thing. This issue is positive for everyone. And so what I think is important when you go today and talk to your representatives is to first of all, recognize that they have taken some steps. We're happy with what Secretary of State Houston has done to try to tighten things up. We've gotten rid of Golden Week. We've gotten rid of some of the days that you could vote and some of the things that made no sense. Now, some of the people who are against this initiative are challenging that in court. Okay? But we recognize that the John Beckers and the other people in the House and the Senate have been working to make our elections fairer and better. And so I congratulate them for that. But all too often what I've noticed in my 5 years in the liberty movement and with the Tea Parties is that we're very quick to really reach out and say what people are not doing or to challenge them and question them. But there has been a movement to stop photo voter ID that's been going on for several months. There's been rallies here in this very room. And we have not been here to say to our representatives, you know what, we support you. We support you, Secretary of State Houston. We support you, our senators and our House members. We're here to show them that we're with them. We, the people, are with them. And they need to see that. Because when they see people protesting on the other side, they kind of go, well, where's our folks? Well, our folks are here. We're here right now. And we're going to be here throughout this whole effort. And that's going to give them the strength to say, yes, we're doing the people's will. Those 70% of people who believe in this, we're going to do what they want. And I'm hopeful that we can get this passed through the legislature, because that's the appropriate way to do it. But if not, I'm confident, I'm not just hopeful, I'm confident that we can do it through the ballot. And so I'm excited to be here with you today. I hope you're excited. I know our people are excited about this effort. Chris said we had like 7 months to get 1,000 signatures. Yeah, I'll go on record right now and tell you, it's not going to take that long. 100,000 is what you need to finally push it from there. We'll get on it. We'll get it done. But I'm real happy to be starting this effort today because it needed to be done, and we're the ones that are going to do it. So thanks for coming.